Welcome to Social Security Disability Help. The URL of our site is socialsecurity-disability.org. Today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about disabling conditions, which may help you qualify for Social Security disability benefits. On our site, you'll see in the top navigation bar there's a link to disabling conditions. If you click on the disabling conditions, you will see a bunch of conditions which may qualify you for Social Security disability benefits. Today we'll be talking about a very severe condition which you can find near the bottom of our screen called mesothelioma. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer form which develops in an individual's mesothelium, or lining of the body's internal organs. And mesothelioma is often caused by asbestos exposure. People who suffer from this disease have often worked in professions where they routinely breathe asbestos particles or were otherwise exposed to asbestos fiber and dust. The diagnosis of mesothelioma is often very difficult because the symptoms of the disease in its early stages can be quite similar to many more benign conditions. A mesothelioma diagnosis usually starts with a review of a patient's medical and occupational history and any history of asbestos exposure. Normally, a doctor will give a physical exam to the patient, followed by a lung function test, checks X-ray, and perhaps a CT scan or MRI. However, in pretty much every case, it's necessary for a doctor to perform a tissue biopsy to definitely confirm a malignant mesothelioma diagnosis. Mesothelioma symptoms, they usually don't show up until 20 to 50 years after the original asbestos exposure. Some symptoms that an individual might experience for pleural mesothelioma, one of the types, is coughing, chest pains, shortness of breath. Another type of mesothelioma called peritoneal mesothelioma, the symptoms for that include weight loss, abdominal pain, and swelling. And for both types of mesothelioma, some symptoms include anemia, bowel obstruction, fever, and blood clotting abnormalities. Should the mesothelioma become severe and metastasize to other parts of the body outside of the mesothelium, symptoms could include swelling the face or neck, and pain and difficulties in swallowing foods. Now, if you have mesothelioma, it's probably a good idea to file for Social Security disability benefits. And according to Social Security Disability Administration's Impairment Listing Manual, or Blue Book, obtaining Social Security disability benefits based on mesothelioma is fairly simple. To obtain Social Security disability with mesothelioma, you would need documentation of malignant mesothelioma of the pleura, or malignant tumors which are metastatic to the pleura, or malignant primary tumors of the metastasinum, which are not controlled by prescribed therapy. It's very important to work closely with your physicians to try to obtain a mesothelioma diagnosis and to qualify for Social Security disabilities, because the medical specialists will help you to gather the appropriate medical records and document your mesothelioma condition so that the individuals at the Social Security Administration can see that you have a severe case of mesothelioma, which is necessary to obtain a Social Security disability benefits. Now I'll talk a little bit about your mesothelioma disability case. Mesothelioma, it's a very difficult disease to diagnose, as I previously said, and an early diagnosis is very important to prevent the disease from remaining undetected and so that you can treat it at an early stage, so that it doesn't progress to be an advanced form of cancer. If you have developed mesothelioma because of asbestos exposure, you are likely entitled to seek compensation for all of your suffering and losses by pursuing legal action. Even sometimes outside of a Social Security disability case, you could sue your previous employer. However, getting Social Security disability on the basis of mesothelioma is entirely possible, according to the listings in the SSA Blue Book, which is used by state disability determination services to decide if you have a condition that is severe enough to qualify you for disability benefits. Therefore, if you have mesothelioma, it's probably a good idea to apply for Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, or Supplemental Security Income, SSI. If that's something that you would like to do and you need help doing it, on our website you will see a blue free evaluation form. It's over on the right hand side here. If you enter your information in that form, your case details will be sent on to a lawyer or advocate who can help you qualify for Social Security disability benefits and give you some money to help you cope with your mesothelioma. I hope you found this video to be informative. If you ever have any other questions about Social Security disability, feel free to check out our site. Thank you.